So I've just been told that we haven't done a presentation yet on Hashimoto's and brain fog. I don't know how that's possible because it's like literally one of the top 3 symptoms. It's like fatigue, and I put on weight, and I have brain fog. Is like Hashimoto. It's like there's 20 symptoms that are really, really prominent, but literally that's in the top 3. So yeah, Hashimoto's causes brain fog. How does it do that? So so many ways. It's so many ways, but we'll start with Hashimoto's. We'll start with the thyroid itself. When the thyroid is getting attacked, and it's creating an inflammatory response, and it's making too much T4, and it's making too much, and ultimately making too much T3, which is the 2 thyroid hormones, and the T3 is active. There have been studies that have shown it creates inflammatory responses in your brain during these attacks, and it decreases blood supply to your brain. Your brain needs proper oxygen, so decreasing blood supply is not a good thing to happen to your brain. The brain needs a lack of inflammation, so every time you get that, you get an inflammatory response to your brain. And it needs other things too. It needs blood sugar, it needs proper essential fatty acids, it needs proper stimulation. And so these are the things that your brain cells require. You're hitting 2 of the major areas with Hashimoto's. And then brain fog is basically, nobody can explain it, but they're just like, I just can't think, and sometimes I can't get my words out, and I'll get tired, and so on and so forth. So that's one way in which Hashimoto's does it. Hashimoto's, another characteristic of Hashimoto's is constipation. It can be constipation and diarrhea, okay? But more often it's constipation than not, okay? Because after it's been beat up in attacks, then your thyroid starts to fall into hypothyroid just from it's getting beat up. So it's having a harder time making thyroid hormone in between these attacks. So that slows down your entire digestive system. So what's in the digestive system that would cause you to have brain fog? There is you'll usually get leaky gut. You can have things like if you get bloating and distension, that can create things called lipopolysaccharides. Those go up to your brain, create inflammatory responses. There's cytokines, which are inflammatory proteins. There's food sensitivities. Once you get those, there's metabolites from those that go up there, and there's I forget how much it is. I want to say 90%. I think that's correct. 90% of your serotonin. If you haven't had a serotonin, that's what everyone says. Oh, I got a dopamine hit. I'm really happy. Well, serotonin is what really makes you happy. Serotonin is like what makes you like to be with your friends. It makes you happy. Serotonin is like when you get sad because it's overcast. You usually have low serotonin. Seasonal affective disorder. Serotonin is like mood. Serotonin is like good mood. Well, 90% of it's made in your intestines. So if the thyroid is slowing down and causing your intestines to become abnormal, then it's going to be destroying a lot of that serotonin. So this is why just fixing the intestines alone really gives you that euphoria of suddenly starting to feel good, and all of this is brain fog. All of this goes together to call what? Because if you look up brain fog, I mean, it's a very nebulous thing, but everybody uses that term. I mean, I treat tons of Hashimoto's, obviously, and I would say easily like 80% of people come in and they say, I got brain fog. I have brain fog. I have memory. I have headaches. I'm depressed. A lot have anxiety. It's all bad brain chemistry. It's not personality disorders. It's all and that's all kind of wrapped into I have brain fog. So for those of you who are wondering if your Hashimoto's has anything to do with your brain fog, it probably has everything to do with your brain fog. And if you don't have Hashimoto's and you have brain fog, it's these other chemical processes that are screwing up your blood sugar and causing you to not have oxygen in your brain, or causing you to have inflammation in your brain, or your gallbladder's not breaking down your essential fatty acids, and that's getting to the brain. So that's the other way you can get brain fog. But if you have Hashimoto's and you don't have brain fog, you're in the minority. So that's Hashimoto's and brain fog.